welcome to the flip through of my 2020 December Daily album. So if you are new to my channel or haven't watched any of my past December Daily videos, I'm gonna link my playlist in the description box below with all my past December Daily content. This was my 7th year doing December Daily, and I think this might be my favorite album I've ever done. It turned out so cute. I'm so happy with it, and I can't wait to share it with you just in time for everybody to get started with this year's album. So this was one of the albums from Ali Edwards' December Daily collection last year. On the spine, I just added a 2020 sticker. I lettered this in Procreate and printed them out on some gold sticker paper. And let's open the album and get into it. So this is what you see when you first open up the album. So on the left hand side here, I just have one of the plastic circles from last year's release, one of these Simple Joys word arts from, I believe last year I went with the Paisley Press Mini, so that is what that is from. And then the R sticker here is my last initial, our family's last initial, and that is, I believe, from an American Crafts sticker set. Down here in the middle, I just have some star trim. This is also from American Crafts. It's one of my favorite products, and when it runs out, I'm going to be genuinely very sad. And then we get into the bulk of the album here. On this side, I made my cover page in Procreate. I just lettered the quote phrase, and then I added some plaid paper behind it. I think it looked really cute. I just cut it with some craft and then added some plaid in behind, and then this December 2020 sticker from the Paisley Press mini kit last year. So when you turn that page over, this is kind of my version of a reason why, and also able to include some photos from before December. So this is a photo actually that was taken at Michael's when we went to go get our Christmas tree. We switched to an artificial tree last year, and this was taken, I believe, in October when we went and picked it up. So I wanted to include that in my album, and so I thought it would make a nice opener. On the top, I have one of the cards from last year's Paisley Press Mini, along with a piece from the Crate Paper Hey Santa collection that just says "We wish you a Merry Christmas," and I just put that on with my tiny attacher. That's actually on the outside of the page protector. I really like to staple and adhere things to the outside of the page protector. I think it gives it a lot of dimension, and I'm a very tactile, sensory person, so I like to be able to touch and feel my way through scrapbooks as well. And I just wrote a little note about kind of my little intro to the album and how I was feeling about the holiday season and all that. And then we move into day one. So I have a sticky note here just because my dad does not like his picture on the internet. So this is my first day. I documented the advent calendars because all 4 members of the family, even Olive, had an advent calendar last year. I had a picture of everybody with their advent calendar, and I just put everybody's first initials on. I liked cutting those plastic circles from the release last year. I cut those in half and then used my tiny attacher to put them on with some letter stickers. These letter stickers, I believe, are from a past year's December Daily collection from one of the kits that I just have a bunch left over. And then I added onto some pattern paper. I believe this is from Echo Park, from one of their holiday releases, this white board print. And then I added in this Merry and Bright sticker from the Paisley Press Mini, and I think it turned out really cute. I love this as a first day story. And then I just have some little stickers and embellishments kind of tucked around just to bring a little bit more life into things. And then this is my day 2, so I went and mailed my holiday cards. I really love how this page turned out. I have the Starbucks bag from last year. I cut out a 3x4 piece of that and put it into the card, which is gonna sound weird to people who don't scrapbook, but it is not that weird for people who do scrapbook to put in like pieces of bags and wrapping and stuff into the albums. I just took a picture. This is just a normal like horizontal photo that I cut in half of my mom and I with our Starbucks drinks, and I put this little red felt heart. This was from the Paisley Press mini kit last year. And then this right here's happiness card, I believe is also from the Paisley Press mini kit last year. And then this transparency was from the transparency set that was part of last year's release, and I just put on this wood and white Felicity Jane wooden number. I said wood already. It's extra wooden. So for day 3, I wanted to document this really cute photo of Olive. I don't really have a specific story for day 3, so it's kind of generally just talking about how helpful Olive was to our whole family last year when the pandemic was very, very pandemic-y. So I added this little sticker tab. I don't remember if this was from last year's release or not, but it was from some December Daily kit somewhere. And then these little wooden tree stickers were from Michaels. They are recollections from Michaels. So this golden foil 3, I believe, is from, I want to say Echo Park. And then there's just a little bit of journaling on one of these simple note cards. And I think it turned out really cute. And plus, my dog is adorable, so any scrapbook page featuring her is great. This is actually, the word Mary is actually from my title page. It's the inset part of my cover page here, and it cut out so beautifully I wanted to use it later in my album, and so I used it here. This is pretty simple, just a little photo. You can see Elf is on the TV in the background. It's just my little glass of rum and eggnog. I created a canvas in Photoshop with evenly sized little rectangles, and I added in screenshots or movie posters from a bunch of the movies we were either watching or that we wanted to watch. And then once I printed it out, I added this star trim along the border, and then I added in the number 4 and this little tree sticker and some patterned paper to give it a little bit of dimension. Again, I'm really tactile. I really like being able to like touch and feel my albums. And then when you turn that page, there's just a list of a lot of the movies or shows that we watched or wanted to watch. I thought this was super cute. We didn't watch all the movies on the list, but we watched a whole bunch of them, so that was fun. So for day 5, I had a story, which was my mom starting her Animal Crossing island. She got her very own Nintendo Switch last year. So I have this photo that I took of my mom and I sitting on the couch, getting her Animal Crossing island set up. And then this Here's the Story is one of the stickers that I created. I just wrote a bunch of holiday phrases in Procreate and then cut it out with my silhouette onto some plain gold foil sticker paper. Super simple, super cute. So this is one of my favorite pages from the album this year. So for this story, I documented our Dungeons & Dragons group. We got some fan art that my amazing dungeon master and best friend had commissioned for our group. And so I have this as a full page 6x8 photo in this little fold out. This is the lyrics from a All I Want for Christmas Is You parody by Ginny D. And so it just says, I just want to play each week rolling with my favorite geeks, like to the tune of All I Want for Christmas Is You. And I cut that out again with my silhouette and just folded it over and added in this All of Us Together phrase chipboard sticker to kind of hold it down. On the side, I put in my letter stickers and kind of drew little strings. And then on the bottom, I cut out everybody's video chat window from a photo that I took of the screen. And so everybody is in the photo even though we are far apart. And then inside the photo here, I have this little making a list card. I just put everybody's current characters that they were playing. So for the 7th, I wanted to document that I'd wrapped some presents. So I have a couple of photos. I've got this one of some gifts under the tree and this one of the wrapping paper. I just laid these out on a piece of poster board and it looked really cute and very flat lay casual. On this side, I put little swatches of the wrapping papers that I used this year, and then under the little presents, I have written the things that I bought for my mom, my dad, and for my best friend. So the little gift boxes were inspired by Jenny Ray. I will link her Instagram down below. So I was really inspired by the way that she did something very similar with the little wrapped packages, and I kind of put my own spin on it, and that was super cool and fun. And I added in little craft colored letters, which are actually letters I cut out for this page. So always reuse your stuff, because even the scraps will find a use somewhere. I think it turned out really cute. This is the story of decorating the Christmas tree. Down here is just a photo of my dad and I, just a horizontal 4x6. And then this photo up here, my beautiful little weirdo dog, Olive, was throwing one of her toys around and threw it into the Christmas tree, and it stayed there, so we kept it there and joked that she decorated the tree as well. For my letters for this day, I decided to take more of these extra letters cut out from the Dungeons & Dragons cut file. They're kind of hard to see because they're craft on a busier paper, but I tied the letters with a little bit of twine and then tucked them into the back of the photo so they look like they're hanging like tree ornaments. I really love this page, and this is actually a really old card from the Jasmine Jones mini kit in 2016. And that is where that card came from. I still had it hanging around. So this day was the story of going to our local garden center. I just have this sticky note here covering my journaling, but it was really, really fun. They always get very decked out for the holidays. So I have this photo of me with my mask on, kind of in one of their little winter scenes they had set up. And then I have this transparency from the 3x8 set last year. This was such, oh, it was such a good buy. I would highly recommend looking into picking up some 3x8 cards and transparencies, even if you're not doing a 3x8 album. They make really great accent pages or dividers if you maybe have 2 stories for one day. On this side, I just have my journaling here, another one of these gold foiled Echo Park letters. I don't know, this is one of my favorite pages. I really love how it turned out, and I'm looking forward to going back again this year. So I decided to do like a 10 things right now. So these are some digital stamps from Studio Calico. I used those to create these little prompt cards, did a little outline with a black pen, and added in a little gold star foil sticker. Here I have one of the plastic numbers and again one of these plastic circles. There's a lot of tiny attachered items in this album because I love my tiny attacher so much. It's my favorite tool. Well, this little winter essentials sticker I thought fit really well. I think it's a really great way to look at what life is like outside of necessarily just Christmas related things, and it's fun to look back and be like, oh yeah, we were watching The Bachelorette then. It was Tayshia's season of The Bachelorette and we were all watching it together, and so it's nice to remember all of the little moments that kind of like pass by in the grand scheme of things. For the 11th, I documented my Animal Crossing island. This is another one of my very favorite pages from this year. I was on my island of Honeybean. I have since reset, so this year I'll be doing Christmas on my island of Olivine, which I'm very excited about. The little animals and the little winter scenes. And then these letters are from crepe paper, I believe. And this is one of the 3x8 cards from the 3x8 set. I cut it short and kept this little patterned top to kind of add some dimension. For the 12th, my page is really simple. I had a Jackbox night with friends, so I have a couple screenshots of us playing Jackbox. You can see all of us in our little boxes in the corner. And then I have this card from the Paisley Press Mini. Super simple, doesn't have to have a lot of hustle and bustle going on, just documenting a story. I have this cute picture of some cookies that we were having for a little snack. I don't think that photo was actually taken on the 13th, but I didn't really have any photos from the 13th, so this staying in gold foil sticker was another one of my Procreate stickers I made last year. Definitely looking forward to doing that again. I used them a ton. And then this is the story for my mom's birthday. So my mom's birthday is December 14th. It's always part of December Daily, so it's kind of cool to see how the day changes. I have this full page 6x8 photo that has her coffee mug, her birthday present, and the tree in the background. She loves having the tree lit up all day on her birthday, so we do that. And then I just have the story of the day, just about what we did, and we played some more Jackbox with some friends, and I got her board game. It was just very, very fun. So this is the story of when we were going to look at Christmas lights. It's a tradition that my mom and I have that we always will get like some hot chocolate or some tea. We'll go for a drive, look at Christmas lights. So this patterned paper I thought was really cute because it looks like snow falling, and I added in this house sticker on top to kind of like create the vibe of looking at houses. And then all of the cards and paper are from the December Daily Paisley Press mini kit for 2020. Super simple. Again, I am always down for simple and minimalist. So this is actually one of my spreads that doesn't have any photos, and I think it's kind of fun to have a couple of non-photo spreads in the album. So this page is kind of telling the story of having long-distance friendships at the holidays. So here we have the Christmas card that my best friend Cassie sent me. And then we have this screenshot, which is my other best friend Anna sent me a Christmas present through Redbubble. And so I got this as like an email confirmation. So I screenshotted that, resized it to 4x6 and printed it out. These elements are both from Crate Paper's Hey Santa. I loved this little tag and I thought it went so nicely with the like golden orange color that was in the kit last year a lot. And it matched this Day in December sticker as well, so everything's very coordinated. We love to see it. I loved putting the Christmas card onto one of these 3x8 transparencies. I think that ended up being a really cool way to showcase a holiday card and then to actually like have it in my album rather than just forgetting where I put it after the holidays were over. So this was a page inspired by one of Crystal's lessons in the December Daily Prep Day from last year. Hers actually said a thrill of hope, but I decided to modify mine to say home for the holidays because I just liked the idea of having it say home. I think it was really, really fun. And then I have a letter to my 2019 self tucked in here. Oh, we're stuck here. So this was another kind of just like general cozy winter day. So I talked a little bit more about how we've been playing a lot of board games and baking a lot of cookies and just taking that little like slice of life kind of story for today. And again, more things on top of the page protectors because it's very fun. That's my challenge for anyone who's looking for stepping out of their comfort zone. Stick things on top of your page protector. It's extremely fun. This was my other Dungeons & Dragons story. I had 2 D&D stories for last year. This was our Christmas session, so we had a special Christmas one-shot where everybody made Christmassy characters and we played a Christmas adventure. So it was very Nutcracker inspired, which me being a big ballet nerd, I loved. I took my session notes on just a piece of cardstock, plain white cardstock. I recommend this for if you're doing any kind of activity that involves taking notes or writing things down. Just do it on a plain piece of cardstock and then you can cut it to size and stick it right into a pocket and it's super cute and super fun. I played a bird person, so I have a little picture I drew of Holly the Kenku monk and then some little embellishments throughout. These are another one of those transparent numbers. And this is a screenshot from our game and a photo I took from my Instagram story. So I don't know, I love this. This is another one of my favorites. I think it's super fun and simple. Anything that you have, do it on just a plain piece of white cardstock, cut it out, and stick it in your album. Super easy memory keeping technique. I love it. This was my story for the 20th. We didn't really have a lot of a story for that day. So I just did a little Dear Santa kind of story, another cute photo of Olive, some embellishments, and I used this Dear Santa tab from a previous December Daily kit and just did a little note to Santa, you know, saying thank you for this cozy year. And then this is my other page that has no photos on it. This was the day that we found out on Boxing Day we would be going into lockdown again. So I just spelled out hibernating on these pocket pages and then added one of the little circles into it. I had originally intended on putting photos in behind, but I kind of just liked how it looked without them. And then I added this piece of a journaling card. I stuck it on top of the page protector, added some little embellishments to it, and a little story about how I felt. On the 22nd, we sent out Christmas cookies. So I've got my little collection here of tins and some notes about who we sent cookies to. So I've got lots of little like half circle embellishments. This is just a loose tag that I stuck into a pocket. I love playing with the pockets, putting more things in them than just standard 3x4 photo cards. And it also worked well to put in the number for the 23rd, which was a story about decorating cookies. I liked how the icing tied into this green color here. Trying to keep cohesion in terms of colors across each spread was my main goal, and I think I achieved it. We are now getting into the Christmas stories, like the Christmas stories. So this is my story for the 24th for Christmas Eve. So up here I have a 4x6 photo of our Christmas Eve dinner. We always have chicken parmesan on Christmas Eve. I've got a nice photo with our Christmas plates and Christmas placemats, the tree in the background, very cute. The highlight of this page is my little tag book. So I took one of these page protectors that I wasn't using and cut off the bottom and adhered it onto this transparency, and it created a little pocket to hold this. This little tag book has my Instagram story from Christmas Eve. I just printed out the photos and cut them down and laid them onto this little template that I created to be tag shaped, as well as a summary of the day's events. So on this little card I have journaled all the different things that we did. I love me some traditions. And this just slips super easily into this little card holder, and it's a really great way to include a lot of photos into a very small amount of space. So when you turn the page, I added another one of the plastic circles and then just a full page photo of the tree on Christmas Eve. And then you turn the page and it's a photo of the same angle, but it's Christmas morning. These 25 letter stickers are from a pretty old December Daily kit. I still had some left over. Of course, more star trim, because you know me by now, I love me some star trim. I just have this 4x6 photo of our stockings. I had 2 spreads for Christmas Day. I actually think I have 3 spreads for Christmas Day. I went hard for Christmas Day last year. And then I have this little This Sparks Joy card. I thought that was perfect for Christmas Day. Turning the page, I have this little 4x6 card that I created. I really love this kind of page map, and I'm definitely going to be including lots of pages with that design for this year's album. Down here I have 2 photos of Olive, one of us Skyping with my brother and my sister-in-law, and then this photo of Olive taking a nap on the couch. Super cute. Here I have one of the transparencies from the 3x8 set with one of the circles stuck on it. I liked how this created a little trio of circles here. And then I have this photo of my cup of tea and my cinnamon bun. And then I added in this little felt heart from last year's Paisley Press Mini. Super cute. And then this is my last Christmas Day spread. I have this piece from Echo Park that says, "May you never be too grown up to search the skies on Christmas Eve," on top of one of these 3x8 transparencies. And that just kind of accents this photo of me and Olive in front of the Christmas tree. So cute. I love this picture of us so much. And then to finish off the album, I have this photo of Olive in her reindeer sweater. I added on the bottom here a little bit of craft paper that says, "And to all a good night." And that is it. That is my 2020 December Daily album. I am super happy with how it turned out. I think it's really, really sweet, and I love all of the memories that were documented in it. And we're just getting about to the time of year where I'm about to do it all over again. In the next couple months, you guys will be seeing my process pages. If you have any questions about December Daily in general, things that you might want to see videos about, questions that you may have, whether you're new to the project or new to scrapbooking in general, please let me know in the comments down below. I'll do my best to answer them down there, or to possibly create a video that helps to answer your questions further. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at ShapingShan. Link is in the description down below, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, because there's gonna be a lot of December content coming, and it's gonna be cute, and you don't wanna miss it. So get on it. Keep it magical, and I'll see you again very soon.